Hello everyone, Saida here. Welcome to your June 2018 Oracle Forecast. For this month, I'm going to be using the Crystal Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And I decided to pull an extra card for the month of June, and I decided to use the Chakra Reading cards by Rochelle Sharman. And I actually really like this deck. I think it's a beautiful deck. But I've never used it for a video reading, so I thought it would be great to use it for this one. Okay? So you guys know the drill. I like to, bring through some channeled messages first that I picked up for the month, and then I move into the cards, okay? And I also would like to say that this is my second attempt trying to record this reading because my phone decided to pop off of the tripod when I was discussing some of the people that you're supposed to be, or the beings rather, that you could tap into for this month. So I thought that was very odd. But anyway, second attempt. So for the month of June, one of the first messages that I actually picked up on was that it's important to live in the present moment, okay? So I feel like it's going to be important for you to be in the here and now, live in the present moment, and enjoy where you are. So that feels really important for the month of June. Another thing that I sensed is that spending time in your sacred space is going to be beneficial for you. I feel like it's going to be important because the focus seems to be bringing your energy back to center. The month of June feels like a very internally focused month. It feels like it's going to be about quieting the mind, bringing yourself back into harmony and balance, okay? I sensed a lot of like deep blue and green energy, so there may be some healing that's happening, okay? And I also get the sense that there's going to be some internal discovery. It just feels like you're going to be going deeper into the layers of your spirit, of your soul, okay? So there may be an awakening that's taking place, and it may not necessarily be a shocking awakening or something that just kind of like hits you out of nowhere. It may be something that's been happening for some time, and you may notice more, like, I guess, mini awakenings happening in the month of June. But like I said, they may be subtle, okay? It may be like a subtle awakening that's happening. And I feel like your spiritual team is going to be taking you deeper into this awakening process. So I feel like it's going to be happening in such a way where you may not necessarily even be aware of the depth of the awakening that's happening, okay? So I feel like that's why your spiritual team is calling you inward, to help you to have a deeper understanding of what's going on within you. Okay, so like I said, the month of June feels like it's going to be a deeply spiritual and internal month. I did pick up on the numbers 7 as well as 11, so those are both very spiritual numbers, and I feel like it's just a reflection of what you'll be experiencing. Spiritual growth, maybe some awakening experiences, your ascension process, progressing more. And now, this is where the last video cut off, so wish me luck. So I did get the sense of some goddess energy coming through for the month of June, and it was very strong. So I got the sense that you can connect to Goddess Siege, okay? So she feels like one that you can connect to. Mother Mary, now she did come through last month too, for the month of May, but I still feel like I sense her energy coming through for the month of June. Mary Magdalene, I feel like you can connect to her as well as Isis. So this very strong feminine energy, but they all feel to be connected to this energy of just like almost like evolution, internal, like spiritual growth. They all feel to be associated with that, okay? It's like going into deeper levels of awareness of the self, and I feel like these goddesses can help with that a lot, okay? All right, so I made it past the first part. So I want to show you the cards that I pulled for the month of June. But I'm going to do it one by one, kind of like last month, because I really like how things progressed on through each card. So the first card that I got from the Crystal Angels deck is Topaz. Forgiveness heals. So I'll read you the card. And it says, time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. And what I sensed with this card is that it's going to be important to forgive this month, the month of June. But, I feel like it's going to be important to forgive because it's not only blocking your health and happiness, but it's actually blocking your desires. So if there's anything that you've been wanting or hoping for, and it's not to say that if you don't forgive, it's not going to happen at all, but I feel like you can make the process a lot smoother if you release any kind of repressed anger or resentment from your heart center, okay? So I feel like your spiritual team is going to be helping you with certain things within your energy that need to change. Now, I did get the sense of like a toggling back and forth, like, should I hold on to it? Should I let go? Should I hold on to it? Should I let go? And I feel like this is happening because your soul wants to let it go, but your mind, your ego doesn't want you to. I feel like there's the sense that some of you may be afraid of forgiving. Mainly because I feel like if you have to forgive another person, let's say, you may feel as though you're giving them your power, or you may feel as though you let them get away with it. And that's not the case at all. Forgiveness is all about you taking your power back. Okay, so I feel like for the month of June, you have to allow yourself to be willing to let go and to release any kind of negative energy, because I feel like it's about harnessing your power, okay? So don't feel like you're losing if you're forgiving, okay? This is actually a victory if you're able to forgive. And I did get the sense of Kuan Yin's energy here, okay? And she did come through a few, I think it was like a few days ago, to me personally, and that was a beautiful experience. And I feel like she'll be helping you with this forgiveness process. And another thing that I was sensing too with this card is that a lot of the forgiveness has to do with forgiving yourself, okay? So I feel like it's going to be really important for you to forgive yourself, because I feel like I got the sense of that you're being too hard on yourself. And you have to forgive yourself for not meeting your own expectations, which, by the way, may need to be reevaluated. You may have expectations that are unrealistic, or that are just not, they just seem like they might be too much, and they don't make sense, okay? So I feel like it's going to be important for you to forgive yourself and to be easy on yourself, like be gentle, like try not to put so much pressure on yourself. I feel like you kind of have too many expectations, like there's too much you're putting on yourself. So I get the sense you don't have to be perfect. Just be you, okay? And have forgiveness for yourself. Okay, so the next card that I pulled is Rubellite, Passion and Purpose. And it says, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. So with this card, I got the sense that you're going to have a lot of energy to work with. And again, I did get the sense that there's a sense of you are working on your purpose. You are working on your passion. It's something that's there. You've been working on it. And your spiritual team will continue to give you the energy and the motivation that you need to go after your passions, to fulfill your purpose or your calling. Okay, so I feel like this feels like something that's been going on. Okay, so it's not anything new necessarily. So I feel a lot of creative energy coming in, and you bringing through a lot of ideas. I actually feel like with this card, you feel like kind of like a magician here, so I feel like you're going to be bringing through a lot of ideas, and it could be like sparks of inspiration that I feel like you'll be, honestly, I feel like this is kind of like a progress. Like you're going to be putting little bits of what you can bring through, ideas and inspiration, into something that you've been working on for some time. Okay, so this is a progress. Okay, your passion is a progress. It doesn't feel like it's just one project and then you're done. It feels like this is like a long-term or even a lifetime thing. Okay, so I feel like that's what your spiritual team is helping you with. And again, be easy on yourself. Don't stress yourself out, even with your passions, because sometimes when we're passionate about something, we really raise the bar for ourselves, and we feel like we can only do good if like we meet that expectation. But I feel like it's really about just doing what you love. Come from a heart-centered place. And now you're going to see this card, and I thought it was amazing, okay? Because it's exactly what I've been saying, and it's appetite. Progress, not perfection. And it says, don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. So now this feels really important, really relevant, because this is what they've been saying the entire reading, is just be gentle on yourself. You know, I feel like some of you may be comparing yourself to others. And one thing I'm sensing too right now is that time seems to be a thing for you. Like you may feel that by this time you should have done more, or by this time more should have progressed, or more should have happened, or you should be at a higher level by now. But I feel like you need to know that everyone has their own timeline as to when the best time is for certain things to happen, for certain parts of your evolution to really activate. Okay, so that can't necessarily happen on your timeline, and you know, you need to allow things to happen in divine timing. Okay, and some of that is not necessarily up to you. So again, just be in a heart-centered place with this. Let's see. Now, another thing that I sensed here too is that this month is going to be focused on you honing your individuality. Okay, so again, not comparing yourself to others, but just being your own person, being an individual, being unique. Okay, so you have so much to offer, and the angels actually said you've come a long way. You've come a long way, and they're very adamant about that. That you need to know that you've really come a long way. So I feel like you may be focusing so much, some of you, not all of you, may be focusing so much on what other people are doing. You may be missing your own progress and how much has actually changed since the start of your journey. Like so much has changed and you might be missing it. And you need to appreciate it and be proud of yourself for how far you've come, okay? Don't forget your own growth, okay? You've grown a lot. See the beauty in that, okay? So now the last card from the Crystal Angels deck, and this is funny too, Rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. Isn't this what they have been saying? You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So now this might be the case. I feel like some of you may have been very busy for the past few weeks or so. You may have had a lot going on, and I feel like self-care is important, allowing yourself time to heal. I also get the sense that there's a need for an adjustment period. So there may be something that you're adjusting to energetically, so give yourself time to do that. Now, but I also sense that they're talking about what they've been saying this whole reading is just be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself and put the bar so high that it's like you feel like you can't do it, you know, because there may be expectations that are just unrealistic. So just be careful of pressure, you know, be careful of these expectations. And one thing they said is that you are a prize, which is an interesting thing to say, but they just give me this impression that people are lucky to have you. You know, people are lucky to have you in their lives. They're lucky to be able to experience your presence. So see yourself as someone that has something unique to contribute. You're your own person, and you have something to contribute that no one else can. And that's because of who you are. It may not necessarily just be what you're contributing, the object, but how it's being presented, your perspective, you know, your unique expression, and people being able to experience that. Now, the last card I picked was from the chakra reading cards, and this is absolutely beautiful, and it is love. Now, this card is obviously connected to the heart chakra. And I feel like your spiritual team is going to be helping you with connecting to all the many facets of love. Love is about respect. Love is about forgiveness. Love is about compassion. It's not just about the emotion of it all. I feel like we tend to see love as an emotion when really there's so many different facets to it. There's so many different things that go into love: respect, forgiveness, compassion, understanding. So I feel like your spiritual team is going to be helping you with getting like a whole and complete heart center, okay? So I feel like your spiritual team is going to be helping you to connect more deeply to the energy of love and know that love has no bounds. Love has no restrictions, okay? Especially for yourself. And Archangel Michael stepped through, and his energy is so amazing because I feel like he says that the love that is around you is beyond your comprehension, okay? The amount of heavenly love that surrounds you is absolutely extraordinary. And he says, you as a human being cannot comprehend the level of love that exists in this world for you. It's beyond human comprehension. We understand love as human beings through our relationships, the relationship to ourselves, the relationship to other people. But love is beyond just our relationships. It's something that spans beyond time and space. And I feel like Archangel Michael is going to be helping you to tap into that. How powerful the energy of love is and how it can heal anything and everything. So I feel like you're going to be feeling more love for life, for yourself, for your loved ones. Just a really deep sense of love in your heart for everything and everyone. You know, and I feel like there's this sense of just feeling more love for life in your experience, how you're experiencing life, and feeling more content within your heart. Okay? So, thank you so much for tuning in. I absolutely love doing these readings for you guys every month. And, you know, I hope those messages resonated with you. I feel like the month of June is going to be a really good month. I feel like, you know, there's a lot to be explored. There's a lot to be discovered, and there's a lot to embrace as well. So, thank you so much, and I will see you again next month. Take care.